Vivian, thank you. The cleanup and recovery from this weekend's EF3 tornado that struck Van, Texas is well underway. Tornado victims opening up about the terror they felt when they knew they were going to experience a direct hit. A powerful, powerful story from that family, but they had a plan, and we ask that you have a plan too going through the next few days, because the weekend looking to be pretty stormy in a lot of places. And there are a few things that have us looking ahead that say, yeah, there may be another setup. And this is looking at the mid-levels of the atmosphere. So right there in the middle, where you have the spin, where you have the cold air, that's all going to lead to what we call instability. Instability is basically how easily the air rises. And the factors are all falling into place again in a very similar area that they did last weekend. We have the moisture. That's one check mark. We have a lot of the triggers too, the fronts, the boundaries, the dry line, but that powerful jet stream will help push all of that along and enhance the storm risk. So by Saturday, looking at a pretty big area from South Dakota all the way down to Texas, and it's not just damaging winds and heavy rainfall and hail, which are definite concerns, but also tornadoes. A 4 out of 10 for parts of South Dakota, central and eastern Nebraska and Kansas, a 5 out of 10 on the Torcon already expected for Saturday. For central and eastern Oklahoma, a 4 out of 10. And then Vivian, even on into Sunday, includes parts of the Midwest down to the Gulf Coast, including as I mentioned, the upper Midwest.
All right, this weekend.
Vivian, as we go to break, I want to show you this crazy video posted to our Facebook page from Texas. If that doesn't get your heart pounding, I don't know what will. So you see those pictures. You don't want that to happen again, but we are looking ahead to what looks to be another round of severe weather as we get into the weekend. So a couple of things that we're looking at that's going to probably bring this about. And what you're looking at here is what we call mid-level spin. It's sort of the power behind the most powerful showers and thunderstorms. And where it's the strongest, we have the best chance for the most lift. And when you see another sort of this bowling ball coming out of the west, very similar to what happened last weekend, and you have it really hitting the Central Plains and Midwest, that combination of all the moisture, those ingredients getting focused in that same area. So from Saturday to Sunday, ample moisture, that is not going to be an issue. You have the upper level support, that is not going to be an issue. And you have the triggers. You have the heating of the day and the boundaries that's going to help enhance the thunderstorm threat. So for southeast South Dakota on Saturday, a 4 out of 10 on the Torcon, 5 out of 10 for central and eastern Nebraska. And primarily, we're concerned about the flash flooding. That's a very near-term concern. But look at May. It's lived up to its kind of notoriety as being a severe weather month. Every day this month so far, we've had a report of severe weather, whether it's hail, damaging winds, or tornadoes. We do have a tornado watch still in effect, posted until 5 o'clock Central Time for Austin to Corpus Christi, Victoria, Austin, San Antonio, all in on that. But along with that, you also have the flash flood watch. Oklahoma City is in there, Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, Houston and Corpus Christi, two cities that had torrential rainfall early this morning, messed up the roadways, messed up that morning drive. We're concerned over the next few hours that your evening rush may be difficult as well. Looking at what's causing some of this, you have an area of low pressure, but you look upstream, down the pipeline. We have more spins, more chances to see enhancement of the showers and the thunderstorms. All of these areas have seen several inches of rain and a possibility of more. And we have now a tornado warning. Once again, we're talking about Duval County. We had that one cell move through, but it looks like we have another issuing of this on the south side of this line. All right, we're going to start with the severe threat, and it does include portions of Texas. The tornado watch out in effect until 5 o'clock Central Time. That leads to the lift, and that, again, can produce big showers and thunderstorms. The moisture's not cut off, so we have that as an ingredient. We have all the triggers, and once again, we see it lining up in through the central U.S. We're going to see a few things on the move, though. Let's talk about Saturday, okay? So we have it all the way from South Dakota down to Texas, Oklahoma City in it, Kansas City. The Torcon numbers are out, 4 out of 10 for southeast South Dakota, so heads up for Saturday. Still in effect, that tornado watch includes parts of Texas out until 5 o'clock Central Time, Austin, San Antonio, Victoria, and Corpus Christi. What this tells us is that the Storm Prediction Center thinks that there are conditions favorable for severe thunderstorms. Some of them may be rotating. We've had a few warnings, but really the next big threat for the next few hours, I think, will be the flash flooding. We've seen it already since this morning. Houston, Corpus Christi, disasters this morning. Oklahoma City, Dallas, Austin, Houston, and San Antonio in that watch. recent tweets of the aurora over Australia from his vantage point. It is truly amazing out there, up there. Let's bring it back stateside, though, and talk about the storms and the flooding. This is going to be the big story for us today and actually the next several days. Take a look at this. This is pretty stunning, but very much in line with what we expect in May. Severe reports every day this month, and today isn't going to be any different, and we're likely going to see this trend continue. So as you can see already, that area in red, Texas, that is a tornado watch out until 5 o'clock Central Time. Austin, San Antonio, Victoria, Corpus Christi, conditions are there. We could see severe thunderstorms, and some of those may rotate. We've seen that. But a couple things down the pipeline that's going to keep things really, really active. We have this area of low pressure that's helping to trigger the storms we have now, but the Pacific has definitely been supplying that upper level support from time to time that gives these kinds of storms that added boost. So here we have right now our visible satellite. So you're looking at a picture of the clouds, but then we have the radar on top of it, and you see the torrential rainfall in through central into northern Texas. But it's really the area across southern Texas right here that's really seeing the brunt of it right now. And it was rough in the morning for a lot of these places. It's been a stormy lunch hour. We're already looking ahead to the evening rush and what some of these conditions may be bringing. Yeah, we have our eyes on the weekend too. Excuse me. Out ahead of it, a lot of moisture for the setup, and you have the triggers all in place, and that includes that upper level support, that spin that you need to lift the air, and you've got it. A big heads up, though, for a lot of cities that have really felt the brunt of May's severe weather. Oklahoma City, tonight showers and thunderstorms possible for you. You may get a nice little break here for tomorrow, but we ramp it all up again as we get towards the end of the week. Thursday looking pretty stormy too, I should say Thursday night. So again, Saturday and Sunday, Vivian, looking like a pretty active time frame here.